No, that's wrong. Dixie Diamonds, 163. Metz, Isabella Falls, Dixie, 8:52 p.m. While experiencing the world via Kashan's five senses, Joey had smiled as she felt his back stiffen at the mention of DGSE Director de Watchway, but her forehead had furrowed when Burchette had mentioned the U.S. ambassador, and as her immersion into Kashan's physical perspective continued, her placid countenance changed. Her facial expression and body language transformed from neutral observation to one of growing discomfort as she heard what Kashan heard and saw what he saw. During Joey's telepathic observation, Pilatray, having no idea what she was experiencing, watched with growing but helpless concern, his concern reaching its apex as Joey's facial expression and body language grew more distressed as she heard only half of Saint-Remy's conversation with Burchette. Upon hearing Saint-Remy's comment to Kashan, confirming her intent to parole Pilatray and Joey as soon as they were banded with their tracking devices, Balloony broke his observation-only mode that had allowed Joey to experience Kashan's world in real time. Free of Kashan, Balloony re-established telepathic rapport with everyone save Pilatray and said, "Thank you for subjecting yourself to that, Joey. You might want to take a moment to compose yourself. Would that be good?" "Yes," Joey whispered before adding, "Yes, it would. I'm fine, but I will take a moment. I'm going to bounce back into Brent's to see if I can verify what Burchette seems to have said regarding his status," Balloony telepath. "I'll be right back." "We love you, Joey," Cheeky shouted before Balloony broke the link, his declaration prompting Joey to sob and cover her face with her hands as she found herself alone with Pilatray, with whom she dared not speak of what she'd learned. Pilatray, having kept a concerned eye on Joey from the far side of the cell, had observed her reactions as she again experienced the world through Kashan's eyes and ears as the head of the DGSE spoke with ASIO Director Raoul Bichot. Unable to hear or see what Joey was observing, the cause for her eroding emotional state was unknown to him, but, seeing her distress, he rose from his corner of their cell, rushed to the lavatory, filled a cup with water, and silently brought it to the desk where she sat. Joey's distress radiated from her palpably. Feeling for her in her distress, Pilatray placed water on the desktop, then vacillated between offering her the comfort of physical contact versus sitting next to her without the balm of human touch. Her despondency was so great that Pilatray was driven to sit next to her and wrap his arm around her protectively, his gesture of compassion occurring just as Saint-Remy and Kashan entered their cell. Palpable, adjective, of a feeling or atmosphere so intense as to seem almost tangible. Kashan, upon entering and seeing Pilatray and Joey in an embrace, laughed aloud, then said, I'm sorry to interrupt your research with your capable, brilliant mentee, Dr. Pilatray. Would you prefer we return in 10 or 15 minutes? Releasing Joey from his comforting embrace, Pilatray replied, I cannot help but wonder if you were born without human compassion, or if your soul slowly died over time. Oh, Kashan said, laughing and shaking his head as he stepped fully into the room. You have hurt me to the quick. I don't know that I will ever recover. Enough, Saint-Remy said, shaking her head as she stepped to the desk. We have your electronic tags. If you are prepared to follow the conditions of your parole, we can fit them to you and you may be released. Looking at Pilatray, she asked, Doctor? Given our circumstances, Pilatray said, I am forced to agree. I will wear your electronic tag. I will remain in Metz unless granted permission to leave. I will speak with no one save Joey about telepathy or anything to do with Balloony or Brancy. Have I left anything out? It is sufficient, Saint-Remy replied with a nod. Kashan, fit the doctor, and I will take care of Joey. Doctor, Kashan asked, dangling the electronic tag ankle bracelet left and right in front of Pilatray's face.